You know, not even on my birthday in any year have I received the amount of messages that I have received this week. Not even on my birthday. And when I put it that way, I mean to say that usually on my birthdays every year, across all social media platforms where I exist as Glory Elijah, or frankly speaking, with Glory Elijah, I receive tons and tons of messages, birthday wishes, prayers, you name it. I receive a lot of messages, a multitude of messages. But this week, this week, the messages I've received this week, oh my goodness. This week has been quite emotional. This week has been a roller coaster. My emotions have just been all over the place, guys. Yeah. Within those questions, or rather within those messages, there's been questions, there's been pleas, there's been a whole lot. Questions spanning from if I will still analyze this new season of Big Brother and Zamzi, to please for me to make a video, to inquiries about my well-being, my health, even questions like, oh, are you upset with us? Glory, are you upset with Baby and Zamzi production team? Oh, Glory, why are you silent? There's been a lot. Guys, ladies, there's been a lot. And I just did not know how to respond to every single one of them. Of course, you would think it's easy to just, respond to everybody one by one. And I'm talking about tons and tons of messages, right? But guys, I don't know, I've just been struggling. Like, how do I respond to all of these inquiries, all of these questions, all of these pleas? How do I respond to all of them? And so I decided to make a video. Even if I already answered all of these questions and inquiries in the first live video or live stream I did this year. Yeah. If you check back to the first YouTube live that I had on this channel, frankly speaking with Glory Elijah, with some of you, my amazing community folks, I made this announcement. I attended to a lot of questions that I got on that day, and I was kind of hoping that the message would be passed across, but then I forgot that it is not everybody in this community that joins my Saturday YouTube live conversations, which was a mistake on my own part. And so for that, I apologize, because I did not intend for it to be like this very, sharp cut off from the show itself, as well as the community that I have built around the show, because I am fully aware of the fact that in this community, in this frankly speaking with Glory Elijah's community, there are a number of you who subscribed to my channel because of my analysis of Big Brother and Zamzi, as well as those of you also subscribed because of the other reality TV shows that I also analyze on this channel. Yeah. And so what I intended to do was to, make an announcement that would come before the new season of the show, was launched. I was hoping that the message would get across to you guys, you ladies, but sadly, it did not get across to every one of you. So my sincere apologies, all right? My sincere apologies. And that is the reason I am making this video. I am making this video to attend to all of your questions. I'm making this video to attend to your pleas, which I do not take for granted. I am making this video to share with you all the reasons I will not be analyzing Bibi and Zamzi anymore. It's not just about this season anymore. I will no longer be analyzing Big Brother and Zamzi. Before we get into it, Happy New Year to all of you. You're all welcome to the new year, 2026. I did not intend for the first official video of Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah to be, in a way, kind of sad for a number of people. But just as I explained during the live, I explained that growth has to happen at some point in all of our lives, in all of our journeys. Growth has to happen, right? And for growth to happen, there has to be some sort of shedding in different ramifications, all right? And what I am aiming for as an individual is growth. And with that, I acknowledge the fact that some shedding has to happen in how I do things, in how I manage this channel, this community, and most especially the kind of content I put out. All right. So I'm going to explain all of that on this video. But once again, Happy New Year to all of you. I say and pray the same prayer that I prayed for all of you at the end of last year, that your reality be better than your dreams. I pray that it happens for all of you. All right. Anyways, let's get into the rest of the video. So first, I want to put it out there that this was not an easy decision to make. Yeah. I gave it a lot of thought. Like, I really thought about this long and hard. And I'm talking about as far back as last year, 2025. As a matter of fact, I would not have reviewed or analyzed last year's Big Brother and Zamzi, and even Big Brother Naija, to be very frank with all of you. Last year would have been the end of it. All right? But then I had conversations with two people who, in fact, let me just leave it like that. I had conversations with two people, and I saw a lot of reasons as to why I should give it one more year. And I'm explaining this because of the multitude of messages I have received this week. I saw some people saying, "Oh, Glory, just do it one more year, just do it one more year." Yeah, I got the same thing in 2024 that made me review the show in 2025. And so I'm like, nah, it has to end at this point. Yeah. So I'm saying that this was not a decision that I woke up one morning and just decided that, you know what, I'm done. Nah. Also, I'm explaining it this way because of some of the messages I also got. People are thinking that, oh, I'm upset with Bibi and Zamzi production team, because people are actually asking questions. So, Glory, are you upset with us? Are you mad at us? Are you mad at Bibi and Zamzi production team? Truth is, it's not really about them. All right. In the grand scheme of things, it's not about them. All right. Although I can say they are 1% of the reason. Yeah, but it's not really about them. So, reason number one, my health. Ladies and gentlemen, because I do not share these things with you all most of the time, or even at all, a lot of people don't really realize that I struggle during every season of Big Brother and Zamdi, or even Big Brother Naija, to be very honest. I rarely sleep. There are days where I do not sleep for 48 hours. And I'm not even exaggerating, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fact. I'm not even exaggerating. There are days where during the season of these shows, I do not sleep for 48 hours. I'm literally wide awake. And when that happens, I get really burnt out. It's like there's no oxygen in my brain anymore. And it's like I'm going to crash. So I have to look for how to snatch an hour's sleep, right? And then I also have to look for a way to catch up with what I have missed. I don't want to go into the nitty-gritty, but it's a whole lot. I'm literally working like a robot. No breaks, no stops. I'm eating, I'm watching the show. The moment I'm done eating, I have to create this content. I have to come and analyze. I have to do a video. And then we have the long hours of live streams on Saturdays where we speak for... Guys, we've actually had the live stream for up to 6 hours. Yeah, during a baby exams season. We've had that. See, people see these things happening and they do not realize how much it affects my health. Now, thankfully, I am not the type that falls sick easily. But when I do fall sick, I break down completely. I literally collapse. And it has happened a number of times. I do not come here to tell you people, but it happens, right? So, that is that, my health. Oh, there's also the part where my weight fluctuates. Before the season begins, I try to be very, very fit, physically, mentally, everything. I try to be very, very okay, especially physically. But then the moment the season begins, because of the inconsistencies in my feeding patterns, my sleep patterns, I develop hormonal imbalance. Aside that, I do not feed properly. If at all I eat once in a day, because normally I eat once a day, but if at all I try to feed, the food does not digest properly. So there's what's the name they call it? Is it gastrointestinal obstruction or something like that? I cannot digest food properly. So that is there. It's a struggle. And then I develop constipation. Most of the time, listen, for the 10 weeks that the show runs, I am literally constipated at least 90% of the time. I'm constipated. And so I try to take a lot of fluid, a lot of water, a lot of tea. Every time you see me hold my mug, there's actually tea in that mug. I'm literally taking tea, I'm taking water, I'm just taking fluid all the time just to, just to keep myself going. I'm literally doing a lot. I'm working overtime. I'm doing a lot, right? But at the end of the day, there's only so much your body can take because your body will give you signals, definitely give you signals when you're about to crash. It's now up to you to pay attention to those signals. If you do not pay attention to those signals, that is when you now crash completely, And then there are times where my chest gets so tight because I do not sleep properly or because the food did not digest properly. So the food is literally sitting below my chest, not even properly digested. So it's a lot. And you see, in addition to that, I developed insomnia. Yeah. I cannot sleep. Most nights, I cannot sleep. I'm like an owl looking for what is not lost. I'm awake. I'm wide awake. And then I try to do things. I try to occupy my time with things whilst I should be resting. It's hectic. And by the time I am able to sleep, it's almost daybreak. It's about like 4 a.m. in the morning. And then I shut my eyes and then I'm awake again by 6 a.m. in the morning. So it's a struggle. And then when I now get back into my sleep pattern and then I sleep when it's daybreak, and I'll wake up late, and then I'm rushing to get into my day and get things done, and then I'm trying to do other things that I really want to do with my time. So it's a lot, right? It's a lot. Aside that, I think I mentioned hormonal imbalance before. Yes, there's that, and what that also leads to is inconsistencies in my menstrual cycle. Yeah, some months I get my period, other times I don't. So of course I take supplements, right? But there's only so much that your body can take. There's only so much, especially if you do not get enough sleep. Guys, sleep is very important. If you have a doctor friend, they will tell you sleep is very, very important, and eating right, eating well, feeding well is also very important. So all of that happens. So health-wise, it's a whole lot. And ladies and gentlemen, this is not your fault. Please, I am just explaining to you the reasons I decided to stop reviewing the show. All right, it's none of yours fault. It is something I took upon myself to do, and I enjoyed it whilst it lasted. But now I have seen the negative impact it's been having on my health and my lifestyle, and it's no longer healthy for me. All right, so those are the health reasons. Now, another thing a lot of you do not know is how difficult it is for me to watch the show. As you all well know, the show does not stream in Nigeria. It doesn't. And so I have to look for other ways to watch the show, like to capture everything live and direct. It is very difficult. It is not easy. It is very exhausting, and it is very, very expensive for me because I have to invest a lot of funds into making that happen. I really don't want to go into details, all right, but just take it as it is. I really have to invest a lot of funds into ensuring that that happens, all right? And it's not easy. It takes a toll on me a lot most of the time, and sometimes I get so frustrated. Oh my goodness, guys, you don't even want to see me when I'm very frustrated. Now, imagine having to deal with all of that for 10 weeks at the start of the year. Yeah? And then when the show is over, I have to go back to my life, doing other things that I literally put on hold to do. And then I have to go back to all of these things, yeah? And then Baby Niger comes, and then I have to hop onto Baby Niger again, repeating the same format for another 10 weeks, non-stop. I just have to keep going. I'm just one person, guys. I'm just one person. I'm not two. I'm just one person. And one thing you all will not believe is I actually do all of these things by myself. Yeah. Just me by myself. So as petite as I am, as small as I am, I feel like I become like 10 people working on the show the entire season. It is crazy. It is hectic. I stretch myself beyond human imagination or human capacity. I stretch myself beyond anything. Guys, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I do not think I want to continue putting my body through that. I do not think I want to continue putting my health through that. And so I decided that, okay, the two shows has to go, but one has to go first. And then I will see how I can ease off the other one. All right. So for now, Bibi Nzamdi has to go so that I can use the first part of the year to really focus on my health, to also get other things done, which is the other reason actually, because over time there are other things that I've really wanted to do that, because of how time consuming the show is, and because of how I choose to analyze the show, which involves consuming all of my time for 10 weeks. I really do not have enough time to do everything that I want to do, to achieve a lot of things that I really want to achieve. So this is me cutting off just one part of what I consider, very much time consuming in my life, to give room for other things to happen, to give room for growth. All right. So that is that. Now, okay, I think I just also explained this part, which is other things that I really want to do, but because of how time consuming the show is, I really cannot do all of those other things. So I'm shedding for fresh growth to happen, which you all will get to find out. All right. I already announced it during the first live stream that we had. Please go back and check it out. When it happens, you all will see it. Okay. Now, what else? Oh yeah, this one is not major, but I think it just adds to it a bit. Yeah. So imagine having to go through all of that. And then you watch the show and it's like you're watching a repeat of a previous season. The show became so repetitive. It became like a recycled thing. It's like you're watching the same thing all over again. Nothing fresh, nothing new, right? So it just kind of gave more validation to more reasons why I just really needed to move on. Okay. And I'm going to add this, not to start anything, but just to add this. Yeah. I'm going to use the words of my friend Fortune, that, it's like God actually went ahead of me to see what this new season of the show was going to be all about, because if really I was going to be analyzing the show this season, I would have been really pissed. And I said, what exactly is it? He said, the production spec is back. I'm like, the girl, she's back. Said yes. I said, great. And she did not lie, because I actually did watch the launch show of this new season. I did watch it. I watched it just to see if I would feel anything, and thankfully I did not really feel anything. But I watched the launch show and I listened to the whole talk about second chances, Big Brother giving ex-housemates second chances, and I really do have a lot to say about that, but I'm not going to waste my breath, because since I am completely removing myself from analyzing this season, I feel like if I say what I want to say, it's gonna spark up conversations that I do not really want to happen, because I will not come back here to come and do a rebuttal video. So there's no point even going into it. All right. But I did watch the launch show, and watching that launch show, in fact, watching that first entire evening of the show, watching the launch show and watching the aftermath of the launch show, ladies and gentlemen, I smiled to myself and said, Glory, you made the right decision. Because I did saw a lot of things. I saw a lot of things which I discussed with those dearest and closest to me, and which I'm not even going to waste my breath spilling on this video. All right. But yeah, that is that, ladies and gentlemen. I knew I made the right decision the moment I watched the launch show. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot more I want to say, but I just feel like it's not really necessary to spill all of these things. What will be. As regards all the questions that I got of if I will review BB Naija, or rather if I will review Big Brother Naija, ladies and gentlemen, we will see how it goes. All right. But at the moment, I'm just trying to get my life back together. I'm trying to not trying, actually working on new ventures, working on new things, that you all will be proud of me, as they come. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to now take this opportunity to thank every single one of you that has been on this journey of reviewing Big Brother and Zamzi with me for the past how many years now? I think 3 years. Yes. For the past 3 years. I really want to appreciate all of you for the good, the bad, the ugly, for the friendships, the love, the fun, the laughter. I acknowledge the fact that we built a community around the show, and I do not take it for granted. I still really love all of you, and I really do wish that you all will stick around and just continue to be a part of this community, continue to be a part of this family, because I'm actually working on new things for this channel, Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah, and you will surely see the things that I am working on. I really do want all of you to be a part of it. I know that a lot of you actually subscribe to my channel for this particular reason, my analysis of people that Nzamdi, whilst a lot of you others subscribed for your various other reasons. I do not want you to leave, but if you want to leave, I would totally understand. All right, I would totally understand. But I really do want you all to stick around, because trust me, what is coming, what is coming in the next few weeks, you're going to be blown away. You're going to be blown away. And I cannot wait for you all to be a part of it. It's going to be major for this community. I cannot wait for you all to be part of it. I long to have you all in this new episode of my journey, or of our journey together as a community, Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah. All right. So I do not want you all to leave. Okay. So please stick around, and you will not regret it. Okay. But that is that. I thought I should let you all know. I will see you all in the comment section. I know you have a lot to say. So go ahead. Just drop it all down there in the comment section. I will see you all there. Thank you all so much once again for your care, for your love, for your messages. I really do appreciate it all. And I will see you guys on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah. Thank you all so much, and bye.